Hey everyone, it's Janet here again. Hope you guys are doing well. I am back with another video all about the recall style. It's been really interesting, and I hope you guys hit the like button or subscribe or drop me a comment and give me some of your feedback about their style. The reason why I'm doing these videos, I think I've said this before, it's really interesting to look at public figures and look at kind of how they present themselves, how they style themselves, what they wear. This says a lot about who they are, their character, their values, their platform, and just a little bit about their leadership style, I think, in a lot of ways. So this video is all about the recent debate that was, I think, sponsored by the Chronicle. Anyways, this was a quite recent debate. I'll put the details in the description, but I just wanted to cover the four candidates' debate style. But I think debates also debates are a very important part of our decision-making process. So as as we watch the candidates, take the platform, take the podium, we're probably looking at them and thinking, what do they wear? What is it saying about them? What does it mean? What are they trying to convey? And that is all big part of decision-making process, right? Because you want to elect a leader, in this case, the governor of California, that is going to, you want to elect a leader that is going to get things done, that can be the voice of, that can carry the voices and the policies that will shape and grow the state in the years that they are in tenure. So I thought this debate was a very interesting debate looking at their style, and I thought I'd just go ahead and dive right in. So this debate was a little unusual, or actually interesting and exciting, because we actually saw Kevin Paffrath, the younger 29-year-old real estate investor, real estate agent, and YouTuber, actually participate in the debate. So as you guys might know, Kevin has billed himself as the JFK style candidate. And so I just thought I'd go right in and tell you a little bit about what I thought about his style during the debate. I hope you guys can, you guys will see the image as well pop up in between as I'm speaking. So I tried to make this as big as I could. All right, so during the debate, I thought it was really exciting that Kevin was actually able to participate, because we all know he's young and he's got a very bold platform. So I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about what I thought about his style. I think I've said this before, Kevin does a really great job of standing out from the crowd. As you know, as a politician, your style is not very interesting. It's not very snazzy, it's not very fun, unless you get to play with different colored ties and patterns. It can be fun if you have a way of carrying yourself, a way of putting together a gray suit with a red shirt, for a maroon shirt, for example, which is still very appropriate as well. So, but I thought he did a great job. I mean, he showed up, and he's, as I said before, a younger candidate, so he's not looking to look stodgy and boring. He's out there pounding the pavement, getting out there and telling people all about his leadership proposal for saving California, or bringing California back to the Golden State again. And so he does a great job of standing out. He wears again, he's wearing these fun colored suits that are professional but presentable and still very appropriate for his age and his role. So in this debate, he actually wore a blue suit with looks like a purple, a shiny purple, shiny purple polka dot tie. And he paired it with a white button-down shirt. Very Americana without being overly Americana because of the purple polka dot tie, which is great. He's always had a very youthful sort of look. And it's also, he's always had a very more youthful, more unique and fun look. He doesn't want to wear gray or black suits. I think because he really wants to convey this young, new sort of energy, like new sort of infusion of like bold ideas and like being grassroots and being a YouTuber and being a millennial and being coming from a very unique background, because politics is very boring. It can be very circus-like. It can be very filled with sort of like drama, because you're trying to undermine your opponent in some ways. So you're just trying to make sure that you convey a serious but polished look. But I really thought he did a great job. He always seems to carry himself. He really seems to carry himself in his own. He does a really great job of conveying himself in his own unique way. Like I said before, he doesn't wear the same dark navy, black, or gray suits compared to most politicians. He wants to show his style is saying, hey, I'm young, I'm different, I've got new energy, and come talk to me, come vote for me, come campaign with me. And so that's what really captured my eye and caught my eye about his style. So that's Kevin Paffrath's debate style. So I'm gonna go on to the next candidate. So the next candidate is Kylie. He is assembly member in Rockland, which is near Sacramento, probably like a little smaller conservative sort of town. And in this debate style, he's going with a very traditional and classic gray suit and a light blue shirt with a somewhat striped or printed maroon tie. Showing up to a debate and getting dressed for a debate isn't very. It's hard because again, like I said, politics is very conservative, and it's very boring, a little bit stodgy, and so it's about policies and getting things done and fixing potholes or fixing broken, expanding the train service. So it's hard to it's hard sometimes for politicians to come to a debate in anything other than like a gray or black suit and be different. And so, but anyways, in this debate, I thought he did a really great job of presenting himself. There's something about it that seemed a little less. When you look at his photos on his Twitter and his Twitter profile picture, it looks very Republican. I don't know if I how to convey that, but it looks very Republican. It's a very strong sort of like anarchist kind of like feel to it, and so it's kind of hard to like translate a candidate from like Twitter profile pictures or like a profile picture to showing up at a debate and kind of like maybe softening that and showing up where you can share your policies and share yourself and be interesting at the same time. So he did a great job with this look. I felt like this was a better look for him because, yes, he is wearing a gray suit, but I think the tie really, like the maroon tie really kind of like put it together because, the debates are more formal. And I think with this debate, I don't know if it's the last one for the candidates to get out there and share their platforms, but this is a bigger audience, and so I think it's much more bigger. It's much more. The stakes are higher to really dress yourself in a certain way. So I wanted to actually give him props this time because he doesn't actually look very sort of like antagonistic or very aggressive, because in his Twitter profile picture, the look just doesn't feel right. It just feels very strong and very, I guess, authoritarianism. So it was nice to like see him in a very more professional, in a very like official setting like the debate, but also dressed in a way that was also like a little bit more subtle, a little bit more accessible. So I felt like this look was very accessible and brought a little bit more like somewhat youthful energy in his own way. He's like, I think 34, 35. So he carries that sort of like professionalism, but with like that sort of like still younger generation sort of feel with the red maroon printed tie. So I'm gonna go on to the next candidate. Okay, so this is John Cox. So John Cox is also a seasoned politician and business owner, and he actually ran against Newsom in 2018. So he is no stranger to politics. So Cox is older, and so he is gonna go for a very mature, older, seasoned politician kind of look, and this is exactly what he does in the debate. He comes to the debate in a black suit and a very traditional sort of like red and white and black sort of striped tie. He's going, that message to me says, you know, I'm seasoned, I'm mature, I'm strong, I'm very old school, and I'm not here to like make buddies or make friends or like win over people with fun, snazzy YouTube videos. I'm just here to get the job done. And he just carries that sort of old school, like traditional politician sort of gravitas. So it works for him. You know, he's old, he's, you know, at his age and his stature, he's not going to, you know, wear a pink shirt for the debate. He wears a white shirt, which is perfect. It's very professional and it's very appropriate. But yeah, I felt like the tie was a bit strong. I would have chosen a little more, something more subtle, but I think he's trying to convey that sort of like gravitas about, you know, his age and stature and his status, that he's older, he's very established, and that's what that's what he's trying to sell people on to vote for him. So, and I'm gonna go on to the next candidates. So we have Kevin Falconer in this look. This is actually bigger for some reason. I don't know how I made it bigger, but anyways, sorry, I got off track there. So Kevin Falconer is the former mayor of San Diego. And so he shows up in a black suit with a white shirt and a fun sort of printed pattern shiny blue tie. He's going for, the look to me says, you know what I mean? You know, the look says to me it's very authoritarian. Black is a very strong color and it conveys a little bit of a rebel. And I think this look has a little bit of that rebel edge to it. Because of the black suit and the way it fits and the way his like frame, it just feels very strong and sometimes in some ways dictator-like. And also his ties, but I mean, he does a good job at least, you know, even though he comes off very strong with this look, the look feels very strong. So I didn't necessarily like it as much. I just felt like it was super strong and super aggressive in a way, but I think he's, you know what I mean, we're coming into the home stretch with the election coming in the last few weeks, and I think with this debate he is really trying to send a really strong message that, you know, he comes from a seasoned political background. He was a former mayor of San Diego, so he knows all about like how to deal with crime and homelessness and rising poverty and things like that. But so I felt like this look was a little aggressive and very like old school, stodgy Republican kind of look because of the printed tie. I really feel like the men could really just make some slight changes. You know what I mean? I feel like black and white is always a standard way of dressing for politicians. And I think, you know, using like, you know, the lighter shade of blue like Kevin did in this debate style was a good choice. And there's also different ways to mix it up too. It can be like different, you know, textures of gray. It could be a plaid and still be very appropriate and also very professional and very presentable. So those were my thoughts about the recall debate style, about the recall candidate debate style that happened just recently. So I'll link to that. And I hope you guys liked this video and enjoyed my commentary. It was just really fun for me to kind of get on here and share some of my thoughts, because the style is a big part of their role as a politician. As public figures, you're always in front of, you know, people or the camera or talking to someone and meeting with someone. So it's really important that, you know, you're dressed in a way that conveys, you know, who you are and your values, and it's also comfortable and fits, and also doesn't look like you wore the same suit every single day to work. Because, you know, you're gonna be in front of people and you wanna, you know, look a certain way. It's important to just be, it's important just to keep that in mind. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hit me up in the comments and like and subscribe. And I've got more feedback on some other political candidate style. Not political candidates, but politicians style. So I hope you'll keep your eye on out for that. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.